place for local authors, self-published or aspiring or well-known published authors to promote their work the way they wanted to, beyond contracts and just why they love writing in the first place. And so that idea won the contest as far as an all-local idea like that, and was fortunate enough to have big support from the writers themselves, so it all kind of came together with a good wave of positive thoughts and actions. It's a blank canvas. I say I'm a proprietor because I don't own anything. Everything's consignment. So if you have your books in here, whether it's be a one-night event from people passing through, or the local authors for a book release, or housing your book here as long as you want, then it's basically like, okay, you think of an idea, let's see what works, time and date and the people involved, and make it happen. And just, it's not making up, it's not reinventing the wheel on anything or promoting wise anything that's going to blow anything out of the water and billboards or anything, but just having that freedom of that's keeping things simple and keeping things the most direct from idea to the story, from pencil or typewriter to finished product to the customer who's going to take it home and enjoy it without the author being there. So it's making that connection. A lot of people, whether it's Kindle or whatever they read online, have an affinity and first love for actually holding a book in their hand. So that, combined with the fact that it's local, that you might run into the author when you come in here or just on the street, or you never knew that they were even authors, I think that combination makes a real big difference and impacts the people. We've had several field trips and a bunch of homeschool groups that come here, and usually on those I'll invite 3 or 4 authors so they can each have a little, and different, not genres, because most of them are children's authors for that, but just different types of stories to make a good flow of an event to get a diversified thing for children's attention and excitement for reading and everything like that. And aside from that, meeting the authors, and this is grown-up readers and the children's as well, children that come to these events, to actually meet and talk with the people that did the work. I think that's really important. A bi-monthly radio show, podcast, live event that's called East Side Storytelling, which introduces, that always is free to the public to attend, and it has featured authors and featured musicians, local, kind of having their own spotlight and time to read and sing and promote the works that they want. Right now I'm hosting them down at Madonna's, right down the street, so trying to keep it as close as possible, but also kind of incorporating other local businesses that have that same mantra as far as cultivating and encouraging the arts, where the authors most of the time don't know the musicians and vice versa, but there's always a great talent on both ends of it. So it's like, okay, being introduced to an artist that is definitely not doing the same thing you are, but it's still art, and then seeing how that can relate to your journey and your ties to Nashville and what it all means together, and why we're all here at the same time. And not to get too deeply religious or philosophical, but it's just encouraging to know that other people are following their passions as much as you are, and are very talented, are here in Nashville at the same time. So.